Yɛmabusuafoɔ nyinaa akɔ aba so nko ade ba ɛyɛ POG Media so ɛna ne deɛ ɛdi kan aba subscribe to our channel no na afei nso adwenkyerɛ bi a ɔno wobɛtumi de aba wo comment section wobɛredi ne nyinaa ma mo afei nso wobɛtumi so ahyɛ ma wadamfo so ɛnyɛ bi ahwɛ yɛsɛ mom yɛngo straight to our major issue ɛyɛ Kevin Taylor ɛde nsɛm abɛgu hɔ afa ɛyɛ nnura press bi a ɛkɔɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ UTV sesei no NPP foɔ ɛyɛ demande for sɛ ɔmo campaign sɛdeɛ ɔmo campaign ɛwɔ ɛyɛ 2012 abisi 2016 sɛnea ɛyɛɛyɛ a ɛyɛ NPP foɔ ɛtumi nya ɛyɛ Ghana man so ɛdi so ade sɛ ɔmo ayɛ Ghana pɔtɔɔ no saa na ɔmo demand sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ nka UTV foɔ ɛne other stations ɛyɛ Oman FM ne ɛyɛ kan Japan TV na ɛwɔ nea ɛwɔ sɛ nka ɔmo defend ɛyɛ NPP a amanyɔkuo sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛyɛ 2024 abato no ɛba so ɔmo tumi so asɛ ɛwini nso ɔmo nya saa mfiri ɔmo hɔ ama kyesɛ no NPP foɔ ne Addo ne the boys no ɔmo gather ɔmo plan bi sɛdeɛ ɔmo betumi assassinate ɛyɛ UTV foɔ boys no ɛyɛ A+ ne ade yɛsɛ no akrampo saa press na ɛkɔ so no nka A+ anaasɛ any staff bi a ɔno ɔmo wɔ UTV no nka ɛwɔ ɔmo sekan krampo a ɛyɛ anya ade anka despite no despite media no and despite nankasa mu nankasa no obɛfie obi ankasa mi no nka wababa na ɛhɛ krampo asɛ sɛ wada krampo a ɔmfie obiara ɛno nti ɛna Kevin Taylor aba abɔnten sɛ deɛ esi no ɛyɛ ade a yɛhu paa ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo ho yie sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ a mpo krampo no camera koraa si ɔmo so krampo no ɔmo try sɛ ɔmo bɛtrɛte ɔmo na back camera krampo deɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo ho so yie anyɛ saa deɛ a ebesi no ɛnyɛ na afei nso so ɔsan ka sɛ ɔmo a na ɔmo yɛ adwuma awɔ ɛyɛ UTV no sɛ ɔmo tumi saa dɔm kokuromoti kɔtɔ aba ɛyi NPP paa deɛ a ɛnyɛ no ɔmo yɛ kwase a kyerɛ sɛ wɔyɛ ɔkaka nsɛm pii a ɔno ɔde yie paa nso sɛ yɛnkɔ ne yɛnkɔtie nsɛm bi a ɛyɛ Kevin Taylor ɛba abɔnten bɛkeka yɛ a pii ka wɔyɛ interesting nso sɛ yɛnkɔ yɛnkɔtie nsɛm a ɛyɛ Kevin Taylor ɛba abɔnten bɛka nso ɔmo yɛnkɔ ne yɛnkɔtie no.
Conversation say NPP NDC. This is not an NPP NDC matter. This is a strictly NPP orchestrated crime. From what we are talking about, what I have read in the constitution to show you, it is clearly a crime. Sam Brantiano and Ghana for you need that one because you yeah. Because they have committed a crime against the constitution. It can turn the country upside down. It can destabilize our security in Ghana. So they don't mess with their constitution. First Amendment, Second Amendment, it does not matter the government that comes to power, they protect it. Because the moment you allow some group of people, because of power, to underestimate the constitution and its power, then it means to say you don't have a nation. The NPP boys no UTV, if anybody had picked a gun and shot somebody in the head, he could have used the constitution to defend themselves, because it is everybody's right to protect and respect the constitution of the republic, because that is what is giving us that democracy we are living in. And into now Ghana now can send me to say in crime for I wanna for asante phone komwa your friend treason, because constitution is stating it clearly. If you live in Ghana and you are in our territory, you are not supposed to make those statements, because such statement it will be bokru. It can cause a tribal war. It can cause religious war. It can cause a lot of things. Into the moment of Biba Radio Secretary Japan Beka said, "Uhu enkrania kuno, uhu auninia kuno," and cause charging with treason and jail him to set as an example to the young ones coming up. This is not a joke. What you saw on UTV is not a joke. You see, there's one thing I want to talk about quickly. Let me end the show now. The media, ya catch them for about 7 years now. Like, where on earth? And I'm saddened a lot. And such a monkey, Adrebawi, he can weaponize NPP boys. Munji sekai, munji tuonsha moho, moko, nasa ubia so embema sama, munkunu ntonchene, yana yewa bem, wey, ubibetuma buntua na juya tuachene. Easy. Enya ding. It is easy enya ding. But that is not how we are. We are not Kennedy Japan. We are not NPP. The people Ghana for to say this is not how we solve issues. They could have murdered you, come here plus. I'm telling you. Because I come back to a while and can retract BBA Because I know you. You would try and be like, I am also not going to retract. You could have turned it to something else. So I'm ranting on by no. Omanu numundro. Ya catch up some NPP for munko ku omo. And see such a monkey adriwe because of power. Party ni asante party. Inti yen chantro ento eye dien forso. Yen chantro ento eye NDC forso. And then I geminate abedru hano. Because you see an MPP now expecting you people to still do what you were doing. But today there are people on UTV. They want to be honest in your opinion. Me, I don't care. I don't care about it. UTV, Bulldog, Kwame A Plus, Jimmy FM, Mr. Logic, you know, and then if Bulldog decides to vote for NPP, I don't have a problem. He has an opinion, he has a reason. Kwame A Plus has a store, but my NPP, he has a reason. He's a mature person. He looks around him, what is around him to vote. I don't care. But the reason why the NPP for today, they are going after UTV and Peace FM, then they say they are still expecting you people to do what Equia Pokimu from 2012, 13, 14, 15. 16. Ain't it? Now they are not getting it, you know. They are seeing you people as enemies. They think you people don't love them again. And we were saying to you people, Adena Jatana na mu feeding, you know, it will get to a point when feeding the same namna obeche mu worry. So this is not an NPP NDC though. This is a strictly NPP orchestrated thing, making sure say nipa ewu because they are not getting what they want. If you are NPP, you find say UTV Joe show amoye. It is against the NPP. The NPP has communication. The NPP has money to buy airtime. The NPP has more radios than the NDC. What is the NPP supposed to do? If you have the money, or if you have the communicators, you come the next day, debunk every single thing anyone will say on the showbiz show with facts or how on the thing. Yam fan say UTV4 showbiz no NDC4. Let's take it like that. No matter now akikan sama ni nyina nim. We get it. A party in government, that is why you have communicators. That is why at the end of the day you can pay, buy airtime and deflate any propaganda anybody will say against the government. That is it. You have the Ministry of Information, you have the NCCE, you have Oman FM, you have Peace FM, more Insha FM, more Canadian Japan, more all the media. What is your problem? It is just one show. Why don't you sit back and put your communication together and say this particular show, whatever they will say, we will use facts to do what? To destroy what propaganda they are doing. The people are ready to listen to the facts. Unless the NPP does not have facts, unless the NPP believes said the Omoya Ohono, it is the truth and they need to find a way to stop it. Now, why is it said today? Why is it said today, no? The NPP that has everything on its side, no, is now scared. Now, there you are some women in say. Since as some we see from Enra, and this issue, it's going out to moi Mokotna UTV say you are panelists, you work at UTV. Thank you, Mr. S. This is the letter NPP4 extra UTV4 Akroma NDC4 time omo cancel Sami Jemfi show no TV no so no. Mama yen reading yentie in summer omo kan wom quick. We are not much we are doing this show. I want Ghanaians to understand something. There is, it is not like it just happened though. It has been building for a long time. The NPP created it. Yeah. Time UTV4, Peace FM4, UTV4, AE Sami Jemfi, free a year on TV. So this is the letter they wrote. Now, I'm going to read it for you to hear in some of or letter name. NDC should have reacted. NDC should have gone on rampage. NDC should have fought a day despite media. This is what they said. I said the management of United Television UTV regrettably seek to inform you of our decision to suspend the program mentioned above, which currently airs on our network on Sundays at 7 p.m. and Mondays at 9 p.m. respectively. This unfortunate decision has been taken due to the numerous allegations and legal actions the station has been faced with and subsequent settlements in it has entered into, which emanated from the airing of the programs. UTV's willingness to allow your political party to purchase and host your own program on our channel was a result of the restriction imposed by the president due to COVID-19 pandemic, which does not allow mass gathering and rallies. Almost say, I couldn't tell mucha NPP for sure. Didn't say, show the start here no a man for be a day at the omo courts. Emma omu tietia sike jenjan bi. If you say NPP for no, NDC for no, yeah, omu show, UTV so despite media na letter we come NDC. Now omu call when you say, I couldn't tell mama NDC for who kind say, omumbra emeka politics, omu show, omu TV no so, and say. Na President Kufuor akase COVID-19 tina ni se dipa dodo hia eni nti na omoma NDC fo ho kwan so omomra eye UTV embeka political show ho asem wo ho omko menim na say knowing very well that as we are the peak of an election year, the program will offer both parties the opportunity to reach a larger audience. Thus, the aim of the program, as agreed, was to allow your outfit to disseminate your campaign message and details of your manifesto to the general public in order for Ghanaians to make informed decisions during the 2020 elections. The program took a different turn. The program took a different turn. Brebino jandam wua muntumi ntwa santro ni biem, and some muntumi ntwa santro no to favor them. They will come after you. That is what we are seeing. Because why are they going after UTV? Why are they going after media houses? Because they expect them to be doing what they did from 2012 to 2016. And because media no so nyamo fall to jandam egu. We have killed jandam. Now there ya e was saying we mu nyina ne say eye mo amowo UTV mo anamu ye adwuma enra e wo program no so no monda nyame ase anka mo wu ya ka mo wu nkwase wuo anka mo wu nkwase wuo e makwa me despite me no kan wa baba na hemu ada me see me catch mo amowo UTV mo amowo despite media mo amowo other radio stations they see enra no me be kyewa de bi they man dangerous for what happened yesterday. Wow, we are cameraman, we are lights person, we are sound, we are host, we are one wine. Send ranka brand be wo second. And let me tell you people, what they came to do yesterday, no, they will take it outside. Adiana we an enrano. Adiana NPP 4 years some will be kumu. They will carry it outside. They will try and find you abra muni camera so to attack you people. That is their trademark. Say oh yeah, obia odwene wo ho. Wa dwene steady nyama. And then after 24 hours. After 24 hours. Kwame despite media, they have not been able to release an official statement to this matter. Musa. Kwame despite does not care about you. Father Dixon no number why white to say Pito Asino. He does not care about you. Me say Sankandra ya wo sikan kuwa. Anka Kwame despite no and stop no the oil. Besa what say Sanke BBC, CNN, MSNBC, any other media house in Ghana, and na amount for intrude invade into their studios, threatening people with weapons in their pockets, ready to kill. Now, after 24 hours, the CEO and the managing director, they have refused to call a press conference. They have refused to sit on TV to address the matter and force the police to take the right decision. Who are we at UTV? I'm telling you, you are dead as good. And it's a girl now, a Pokino on Facebook. Hey, 2020 and NDC for me say, you be cool, Nasa Kwasia Banatia. Also, young Kwasia Jumani Ninagu Hono. Problem about no. About Jantan or America. America. Obetmaka, the Obekam, you be to even Sankano. What Chemusam with Jimmy? Internet, how are you TV? Some your worker. Now, a Kapoki Kasa, me say, a no Kapoki no to your boat to a fan because they also yana say or equalize it. Intend all code page, the all can say, Anna, they are two, yeah, and they are two wine, yeah, and asem. And I have stated reasons in here. So we are about UTV in there. Now, page betia, oh, you chain or chain cry, but quite watching. You have not signed any disclosure. You have not signed any agreement that in the case of you being in that building, because Andrea no commit me to Andrea no commit me she acid go be home. Andrea no and commit me will be sick no dum lights no. Why now question no? I am telling you what happened yesterday. These people are not going to stop. Kwame despite a facility near the Diano, he does not care. 24 hours in here, he's not spoken about it. 24 hours in here, ne so-called managing director now where you soon who say Egyptian cattle no, he's not spoken about it. Why? They don't care. Why? Because they are working for this government. Because Kwame despite or the NPP he owes the government taxes. Taxes. So right now, the government no balls. Kwame despite and those called Kweku or Timoni, they are not independent. It is only on we Juma. Now I say me Juma or Angel FM. Me protect you, but kwa to actually sakoko. You can't don't cross them 24 to 48 to 2 months. Over so catch them say I don't go better say the PRO. Over so chance Kweku tin wanti. Why didn't he release an official statement? They don't care. That is what they do. Kwame despite it does not matter. Say NPP who are UTV are not despite near work sika wo minima. The other can say obetam sike go back bush and for ukrasi. He does not care because he does not pay taxes. It is his account for party as anti-4 party. He will make sure say they will do what he likes or he will do what they like. It is under me more peace coming into somebody's property to attack. Now, when did insulting the president of the republic, an vice, or criticizing the government, when did it become a crime in Ghana? For dirty boys like these, remember you TV because they could have killed anybody there. No more station at that moment, if they had also decided to also attack back or also retaliate, it could have ended in something different. Hammer and the kind of things they said about them. We got a lawyer like Isan Kuma Satana John Mahama, president. Onumgana Mbrenya, what did he say?
1. Defaming or insulting the president. Now I said this and got into trouble in Ghana. That insulting the president is not a crime. It used to be between 1969 and 2001. We removed it by law. So literally, he's insultable. Without going to jail. It's a moral wrong, but there's a curious thing, Prof. They're insulting the president. Guess when we passed it? The NLC in 1969, just before they handed over power to the PP government, in 1969, they felt the need to protect not the prime minister, but the president. Ghana defaming or insulting the president. Now, I said this and got into trouble in Ghana. That insulting the president is not a crime. It used to be between 1969 and 2001. We removed it by law. So literally, he's insultable. Without going to jail. It's a moral wrong, but there's a curious thing, bro.
It's a moral wrong. This is NPP lawyer. When NDC was in power, and they were insulting Atta Mills, insulting John Mahama, Isan Kuma actually had a whole event to tell Ghana for say the law states it clearly that if even somebody stands on TV to insult the president, it is never a crime in the Republic of Ghana. So on what basis these fools, these dirty boys, go into the premises of UTV to threaten people? On what basis? Because when you read the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, this is what it says. And thank you very much, team. This is what the Constitution says. It says, and when you read 162, it says freedom and responsibility of the media. Chapter 12, freedom and independence of the media. This is the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And this is what the Constitution says. Constitution is say, 4. Editors and publishers of newspapers and other institutions of the mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by government, not shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinions and views or the content of their publication. This is the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. And this is what the Constitution says. Maybe we are maybe jumchi na mache ase na yenyina hu. Maybe we beba asem e pese kan ndene so a very short show. I'm going to make it very short. Na mo enjoy mo Sunday night. But bibi o ha ma adwene mba so I am going to stress on that and sana ya end it today's show. Now, So kind Ghana eye embrakesia ebo Ghana ho bra de ekafa eye insentry dwuma no ho ena me kind brofo no ma me kind twi na afi monti nyoma bi ase. Now in twi no I say and other institutions of the mass media shall not be subject to control or interference by government. Almost say a in some trade humano, almost sebio, omotro, and I say omoka, and now almost sebio, omoyano TV so omunasha in some trade humanaseno, omujuma di omudino, a ni say, or say shall not, a ni say, a ye a buying, and I say a ye the to me bia a bre omasi. Shall not be subject to control or interference by government. Almost say, sa juma dino, a year in some trade jumano, whether radio, TV, print, a bind be any who quine ewo Ghana say, or bet omo the omonye, the omonka, baby omo form 9C, in summer omonkan womu TV, radio, any newspaper. A bind ni sa to me no. Now, uko enima or say, not shall they interference by government, not shall they be penalized or harassed for their editorial opinions and views or the content of their publication. Or see, any say anasa obianu kwan say obetwe radio station, ana TV station, ana print media biaso, anasa obetata omo, anasa sebio obeka mo kasaboa ahye omuyem. If we say sa emra constitution can obie ni ho kwan o se omadwen kire opinions kura no aban ni ho kwan say sebio obetata sa nipa no omo opinions and their views you say omo tijumade so eti radio so eti TV so ka in the under the umbrella of a media house omadwen kire ene sebio omo adwene omo de omo ka afa asembia ho no aban ene Ghana mbra eni hutumi se obeka se wa kire wadwene ewo amabuo no ho sebio ekonifa ana ekobenkuma obie ni Ghana eye NPP ni ho NDC ni ho Ghana constitution kura ni ho kwan se obetwe obia so anase obekọ tata nipa no anase obekọ nipa na ka ne kasaboa ahye ne yem we ewo the constitution of the Republic of Ghana mu it states it clearly. And internet Canada, Japan, by America, no. Over America, one law which is very strong is freedom of the press. Freedom of the press is very important in America because they believe that the press is the only last pillar of governance. A bit me I check it because checks and balances are very important. And internet oko ekrubia soa and I teach you America what you know there is what we call the Congress, there is the Senate before we have the presidency. Now the reason why they do that is because they want what we call a checks and balances. What about presidency? What about the judiciary? In fact, over Ghana cry, you were the executive, you were the judiciary, that is court, no, and a Supreme Court, no, and you were the legislature, a parliament. The reason why I was annual waging and say there will be checks and balances. Send your beya ubi to me and Sankudru Pempensubi. So these things are put together to check, govern a nation. The moment a nipa befa to me no ashe omunsem no motietia eye the constitution no so no sankofo no are enemies of the state, they can be shot and killed. Yani nipa e wokure betumi edi omo mpabro eku omo if you say omo intentions no is to undermine the holy grail of the country and I say our constitution. It's when people flout the law, especially when they deliberately decide to go against the constitution that governs or protects Ghanaians, those people can be killed. They can be beaten to death because they have the intentions of undermining our democracy. And you are not as supposed to underestimate the UTV. Say UTV, no, if it was the only one I see Ghana's history, we could have given it some small leeway and say, okay, but this is something that has consistently happened under this government. I am not going to sit here and tell you, say, as some ways, we should start having a conversation.
More fire. We tell an about when Tabi in seminar go on. Ne video no a shame crime because or shame Yamana Koso and Nana and Reggie a year and Reggie no mere press be a war a year TV na. The seminar course on na a see in camera company na outside the or some of A plus ni bulldog no or bull god ni or some show music na never ya before no meeting the entertainment because everyone here the second crowd will be grandpa despite na kasa mu na go ono nko ababa na em grandpa da send me bi na beto ja no shi pa and I feel so say omo defend the NPP government na ekua pokini ade ade na obo man for din ya say ono akwetena US no ono krampo no fa won say ye wo sika on say won sika ono ye bo chim tu kono fa won we ni say ma ye ke bi tira ba won say can say some show mo su na still na say o big defending no so that so yes still not that you use staff or ye kwasi ayi ba we ni say ma ba tuja e de obi bia say with my video na kwa kwasi ye akwasi ye say obetimi so the comment no about comment section be reading na mama friends so obetimi so like it na friends so nya subscribe so obetimi subscribe na friends so obetimi so share mo na unya so ni bia hwe aha na the video ni say the we bias